Chapter 3. Evela, a red-haired girl I recognized from kindergarten, was assigned to the seat next to mine. Which one are you? She asked. Abby, I answered. What's the other one's name? She asked. Anna, I answered. Oh yeah, Evela grinned. Anna and Abby. A girl I didn't know sat in the seat next to me. Rema, Evela exclaimed. Yeah, you're in our class, pointing to me. Evela told Rema. This is Anna. Her sister's name is Abby. They're twins. They look exactly alike. I'm Abby, I told Evela. Evela shrugged her shoulders. I told you I can't tell. Hi, Abby Anna, said Rema. Hey, neat, laughed Evela. Abby Anna, I call both of you Abby Anna. Then I won't make a mistake. I slumped in my seat so far I didn't like first grade. By the end of the first week, all of the kids in the class were calling us Abby Anna. It's weird, said Anna. I hate it, I said. As our class was leaving the room on Friday afternoon, Mrs. Rothschild called. Anna, could you come here, please? Anna was already out the door, so I knew Mrs. Rothschild was talking to me. I didn't bother to tell her I was Abby, not Anna. At least she wasn't calling me Abby Anna. Mrs. Rothschild handed me a sealed envelope. Please give this note to your parents. Mom had just started a publishing job in New York City and didn't arrive home until 6:30 or later. But Dad had fixed his schedule at work so he could pick us up after school every day. Anna and I loved being with Dad during those hours between the end of school and when Mom came home. Sometimes Dad had office work to do at home, but we knew we could interrupt him anytime. He'd almost always take time out to play ball with us or listen to music and play board games. Then we'd keep him company while he made dinner. Sometimes he helped with the cooking, and we always set the table. The day Mrs. Rothschild gave me the note, Dad was waiting for us outside school as usual. I handed him the sealed envelope. It's for you, I explained. From our teacher. You two already in trouble? Dad asked with a grin. Anna shook her head and mumbled, I don't think so. Nah, I said. We're not in trouble, but Mrs. Rothschild doesn't like that we're twins. I can tell. At home, Dad put out a snack of juice and cookies. When the three of us were sitting around the table, he finally opened a note from our teacher and read it out loud. Mrs. Rothschild's letter were on the explain that if Anna or I were in a dangerous situation, such as walking under a falling brick, she wanted to know which name to call out in warning. I thought that was pretty dumb, but Dad said she had a point. But Dad, our school isn't made of bricks, I argued. It could be anything falling, Dad explained, like a flower pot or a notebook. Or what if a swerving car was about to hit you? I promise I'll look up when anyone shouts Anna, I said. Besides, I don't even like blue. I like blue, I said Anna. Then it's settled, said Dad. Anna wears blue and Abby wears red. When Mom came home, my father showed her the letter. She agreed with Dad that we should try color coding from school, so after dinner, we went to Anna's and my bedroom, and put all the red clothing from her wardrobe in my drawers and all the blue clothing on Anna's drawers. You can wear your yellow, purple, and green clothes on weekends, my father joked. I ended up with 2 red shirts, 2 pink blouses, matching red sweaters, a bunch of red socks, 2 identical red wool shirts and skirts, and two red baseball caps. Anna had all my blue clothes, except my blue jeans. Mom said I could wear those as long as I wore a red top with them. On Monday morning, Anna and I went to school dressed in our other colors. Mrs. Rothschild was all smiles. "Well, that's better," she said. "Red for Anna and blue for Abby. It's the other way around," I told her. "I'm Abby." "Right," she said with a frown. "We'll go to your places." I didn't like this color-coding business, especially when Mrs. Rothschild explained to the other kids in the class. For some reason, they thought it was hilarious. Even when Mrs. Rothschild explained the falling brick idea, there were a few giggles. For the rest of the day, Mrs. Rothschild had no trouble keeping Anna and me straight. But the kids didn't bother to separate us by color. They already decided we were both Abby Anna. Abby Anna, want to play kickball during recess? Elvia asked. Even though I was sitting at the desk right next to her, so she knew that I was Abby. I thought I hated the Abby Anna name more than anything, but by the end of the day, we had nicknames I hated even more. During indoor recess that afternoon, Rama and I were standing with Anna next to Anna's desk. Todd, this kid who sat behind Anna, stepped up to us. "Hey, Blue," he said to Anna. "Got a pencil I can borrow?" Anna handed him a pencil, but her face was turning beet red with embarrassment and anger. She hated being called by her color. A few other boys heard Todd call Anna. "Blue?" I cracked up. One of them said, "Blue is for boys, and pink is for girls." He pointed to Anna. "Maybe this one is a boy." Well, they cracked up the boys even more, and I wanted to crack their heads open. I punched Todd on the arm. "Her name is Anna," I shouted. Mrs. Rothschild clapped her hands and signaled the end of recess. "Abby, take your seat," ordered Mrs. Rothschild. "Boys, calm down." There were a bunch of kids in our class who loved to tease. After that, Anna and I were blue or red to most of the boys. The rest of the kids, the girls and their friends, called us Abby Anna. There was a 2-week period when the only people who called us by our proper names was Mrs. Rothschild and her parents. I couldn't wait for weekends, when we could dress alike in whatever colors we wanted and be called by our own names. On Saturday morning, Anna and I dressed identically in white t-shirts with green cardigan sweatshirts and black jeans. Mom had gone to work in the city that day, so it was just the 3 of us for breakfast. Dad was cooking up our favorite walnut waffles and maple syrup. "So how's this color thing working out at school?" he asked when we were gobbling down seconds. "Awful," I said. "You mean they still can't keep you straight?" he asked. That part is okay," I answered. Then," he said, "what's the problem?" I could feel that Anna didn't want me to tell her father that the kids were teasing us with their color names. Anna and I had unspoken arrangement that we had to agree about something before we told our parents. So I didn't tell Dad how much we hated the color coding, and that being an identical twin had become a major pain for both of us.